Good evening from the Shenandoah Valley. Your boy looking sharp, feeling sharp, just got a fresh cut. Yo, I'm gonna make some chili and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. I typically do all the shopping when I'm gonna cook a meal for you guys. Well, for us, but for you to watch. But my wife went to the store today and I told her to get 2 pounds of beef and 2 pounds of pork, and she said that meatloaf mix was on sale. Meatloaf mix, if you're not, or meatball mix or meatloaf, it doesn't really matter, is pork, beef, and veal. So she got 3 pounds of that and a pound of lean beef, and it works just fine. Alright, I got my trusty cast iron Dutch oven. Gonna go down with a little bit of olive oil. This is the 3 pounds of the meatloaf mix. Little sizzle there. Here's my beef. And y'all know how to brown beef. Salt, pepper. A little more salt because we got a lot here. Alright, I'm going to use 2 onions because they're kind of small.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Talking to your audience.
Talking to my audience, my people. Talking about dicing an onion or 2. Alright, when I make chili, I like to use chilies. I hate green peppers, so I got a red bell pepper. I got a cubanelle pepper, or sometimes they're called a Hungarian finger hut. I don't know if they're the same, but they're similar. And we got a poblano, my favorite. I don't have the best knife skills in the world. You guys watch these videos, you know it. But I do have a technique I like for this. And that is, take these ribs out like that. And you open this guy up. Then you can just cut it into matchsticks, whatever size you like. Looks like I like a variety of sizes. And then give it this old number. For these, I kind of just do it the old cheat way and just keep everything at the top together. The chili's gonna cook a while. I'm not too worried about any of this stuff being uniform. This here's what you call a rustic cut. Hey, man. What's it? Same with this guy. It's kind of awkward shaped, but it works if you can get it on the side. It's a little wide, but alright, so the meat's brown. I took it out, hit it with a little more oil. Going in with my 2 yellow onions, red peppers, a cubanelle, and a poblano. I'm telling y'all, if you haven't explored the poblano pepper, it's the way to go. Definitely my favorite of the chilies. Salt and pepper, y'all know the deal. Now we're gonna sweat this down for about, 8-10 minutes, maybe less. I don't have it on real high heat. I just want everything to give up its liquid and become translucent. Alright, so just a real quick reminder in case you missed the video I did for the last meal Sunday ago or whatever. The next video I'm doing for one reason and one reason only. That's because Jordan E. Smith is a huge pussy, okay? He doesn't know how to cook. He doesn't want to cook on his own. He wants me to hold his hand through life. So that's why I'm going to show you the measurements for the spices I'm putting into this. 3 teaspoons chili powder, 1 teaspoon sweet paprika, 1 teaspoon smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon kosher salt, half a teaspoon granulated onion, half a teaspoon of cumin, 1 teaspoon black pepper, 1 teaspoon granulated garlic. Alright, so my veggies are translucent where I want them. I'm going to put a little extra oil in here to help bloom all these spices. Now the reason you cook them in oil is because they're oil soluble, which means they'll open up and get all their essential oils out, get a little fruity for you. Keep stirring because it's going to get hot quick. All right, up next, tomato paste. I'm going to do about half of this tube. This is what's going to give it sort of a richness and a slow cooked, authentic feel and taste. And then, you know, you want to cook that out too. Alright, so I got my tomato paste and all my spices cooked out. Super concentrated flavor. I'm going to go in with some beer. Use whatever kind you like. I use Miller Lite. I hate to see it go to waste, but it's actually delicious in here. It's not going to waste at all. I don't know why I said that. Look at this chili. It's going to be delicious. Alright, so I went ahead and added all the meat back to this. And all the juices that were with it. We got 1 can of diced tomatoes. I'm going to go 1 big can of light red kidney beans. I'm going to get that all incorporated and then I'm going to add some liquid. Alright, now that that's all mixed together, I'm going to go in with some vegetable juice. And just a little jolt of soy sauce. Now, I'm going to see... I like my chili fairly thick. So, and this is going to cook down for a while. I'm going to give this a good 45 minutes at least before I serve it, maybe longer. But yeah, bring this up to a simmer and you'll be all set. Alright, so now we got a nice simmer because I had the lid on. These crock pots get, these cast irons get super hot. Anyway, put the heat way back. And I'm just going to let this guy simmer. There you have it, friends. That's the chili. That's basically the way my mama made it, since how I make it, except she used green peppers and I use the poblano, which I just can't stand green peppers. If they're really cooked down, maybe on a cheesesteak, but whatever. Anyway, that was my chili recipe. I hope y'all dig it. Like I said, I'm just going to let it simmer for a little bit and then give it a taste, see if it needs salt and pepper. Serve it. I like to serve it with a little dollop of sour cream, a little bit of shredded cheese, whatever you like. This week coming up on the podcast, photographer Pat Jarrett, and I will see y'all soon. I appreciate all the love and support.